Having the best wine in manner from the granary.
One more minute, brother. One more minute. Now they've turned you into dust.
So let's make a review.
Or a man. You decide.
You decide.
Make a man or a review.
No, let's make a review. We've already made a man.
They
They made a man.
Did they make a man or a child?
They made a. They
They
removed them.
Okay.
That's a sign that we
Yeah.
we clearly
We are. We're here.
At the Kenya Cultural Center.
At the Kenya Cultural Center. At
Kumbim
Togo.
Yes. In a small auditorium.
Yes.
We came to watch this play called
Let's make a man.
Let's Make a Man, and those are some of the actors.
It is a man. Okay.
Yeah.
So they made a man.
Yeah.
We sat down. They started with the national anthem,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. No, with a word of prayer.
Oh, a word of prayer.
Yes. Yeah.
We went to church.
Yeah.
We had no idea we were coming to church at Ukumbi Mdogo.
Yeah.
Somebody must have warned us.
You know, sometimes
But
it's
you
good to
have
prepare.
warning.
Or
Flyer.
those flyers that you give out, you know,
Yeah,
when we just
sometimes.
enter, yeah. But here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
It is what it is.
It has ended.
It's ended, yeah.
We lived
Through
it.
it. Of course.
We survived.
Barely.
Barely.
We made it. Come on.
We made it.
Through the play, yeah.
So Joseph,
Yeah.
it's because you were here on time.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
you caught most of the show.
Yeah.
How was it?
How was what?
The production.
Okay.
First impressions, like when you walk in, what is the vibe?
Okay, so the first impression when I walked in and I saw clouds, I saw the set design, and I was like, it's kind of communicating something.
It's giving.
Yeah, it's giving a heaven hell vibe, kind of a vibe, you know. So I see white clouds on one side, and I see darker clouds on the other end, and yeah, I'm like, this looks like we are in the because also I think this play has borrowed an idea that I saw earlier this year about a play called Echoes.
Oh.
Yes.
You don't say.
Yeah. And it's had the clouds.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, so I was like, come on, this is not the first time I'm seeing this, but well.
You know how they do it, like in some of those modeling fashion posters?
Yeah.
Who wore it better? Who wore it better?
Yeah, I mean, of course, Echoes wore it better, but but you know, so I had something reminding me. Oh, I've seen this somewhere. I've seen this before.
It's fiber before.
Yeah, I've seen fiber.
Before.
Yeah, no, we can afford. Okay.
Oh.
Well, maybe they could afford cotton wool, but it's not easily available.
Exactly.
So fiber is easily available.
Yes.
So, yeah, I see fiber. And that kind of gave me expectations now.
Right.
Yeah, because hell, heaven, and then there's earth. I'm assuming now the lower part of the stage is now the earth. You know?
Right.
And I see garbage bags, dark garbage bags. I also
Right.
see something that is supposedly a body,
Right.
dead body,
Yes.
dead persons. Not sure whether it's a man or a lady.
Not sure.
Yeah, but yeah. So after that, yeah. Yeah.
You're not needed tomorrow.
You're not needed tomorrow. Yeah, that's one of the actors who just finished. And yeah.
What could you say worked for the show, Joseph?
What can I say worked for the show? What did I think worked? Okay, that's a good question. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a brilliant question. You don't have to answer it.
How about you? What was your impression the first time you came in, you walked into the stage?
the first impression is there's stage. There's somebody has divided ukumbi mdogo into an upstairs and a downstairs.
Yeah.
2 worlds in the world of heaven. Then
Yeah.
God is sitting there.
Yeah.
You know, surrounded by clouds, or that was clouds.
Yeah.
And then you immediately hear somebody singing in the dark. You know, and there is this very vampiric, Frankenstein-y music playing, and somebody's singing in a very disturbing tone, and voila, is revealed by the lights, and it's
the devil himself.
The devil himself, with horns and everything.
Black horns.
You know, with horns made out of
and enlarged eyes,
and so-called enlarged eyes, so-called. And anyways, I'm taken aback, like, whoa, where are we? And then that's when I notice now, like, the details. So when the light fully comes on, that's when you notice the detail of, like, now the stage. Of dividing the above and so is below, or heaven and hell and hell and heaven. But apparently the devil also lives in heaven, but in a very ugly, red.
It's like
heaven.
his bedroom is, it's
over there.
One place,
so,
and then he has a room.
And then the devil is singing, but we can't hear what he's saying because the piano, the organ is so loud. And my first impression is to unplug it, honestly.
So that we can
Somebody
hear
unplugged it.
the devil.
So we can hear the devil and how these people are talking. They're having to shout on stage, and it's unnecessary. And that's my first impression. I don't remember much.
Same too.
I'm kidding.
No, you do remember a lot.
Yes, but also now what worked was that, like, someone taking the concerted effort and risk to imagine this world of heaven and hell especially in ukumbi mdogo, which is really sometimes impossible space to work with, where they've divided heaven and there's a staircase where people are going upstairs and they're coming downstairs, and I was worried a bit that the boards couldn't hold them.
Same to me. I was like, 3 of them are up there. The board could cave in.
Anytime collapse. It looked like a very thin piece of board. But maybe they had tested it, you know. So I also, I prayed for them.
You kept praying to God or to the devil.
To the boards. For the boards not to fall.
Finally.
So that's really what worked for me, really. The more you look in, the more you see things falling apart. So that's now you're going to use this material that's called fiber. And there's a question of, like, how do you make fiber actually look like clouds? You know, not to look like fiber and tacky. And then, you know, when there was a lot of singing, we had no idea it was going to be a musical. And so everybody was singing, and these songs were too long, and not everybody can sing. And then they were all accompanied by the piano, once again, the keyboard, the
keyboard, actually,
organ. And it just made it a bit of a difficult thing to indulge, because the story always was delayed for a song to happen. There was sometimes unnecessary. And I can't say more because I zoned out.
Thank you for the honest opinion. And,
so what did you think? You were in there full time.
I mean, at some point it was, to be honest, it was difficult to go through it, to go through the whole play, because some of the decisions that the director is making, I kept on asking myself, okay, so why is this one happening?
Exactly. Why are other characters outside coming in?
Why are some characters are just here in the auditorium and they're adding into the joke? So we're not sure whether these are just the audience, and then at some point they're coming in and they're like,
one time, which makes it so irrelevant.
And then there were actually some jokes that were that were really, I could hear Emily's jokes, you know, like there were some jokes, but they were actually making fun of like vulnerable people
Yeah.
or something like that. So there was a joke about persons with disabilities.
Oh, wow.
And then also the guys who are investigating the DCI, one of them was like, I don't understand why the youth find it funny to commit suicide.
Yes, and that
You
was
know,
disturbing.
and yeah, that was really disturbing. So
and it was never really cleared up or one side taken a clear you know, a direction as in relation to the play as to where we're going. It was just hanging there.
Yeah, but I think one thing I wanted to say is I could see some effort in some actors, really, and the doctor Mike, and the girl who is Jill. You know, so, in terms of acting, I could see her, you know, trying stuff. But then when it comes to singing, I think I would cast her otherwise.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Singing actually didn't work for me, for her, you know, for her character. Yeah, and what else? Costume design was, you know,
Unfounded.
yeah.
To say the least.
I think people were told bring
There was the white
radio closet.
Yeah, radio closet, bring white stuff.
Yeah.
Bring black suit for the devil, and the other people just, you know, wear like the doctor wear like a doctor, and there was a coat. There was, when it came to the costume, the set, the lighting, there was less effort there. The effort was not entirely utilized to what it could have to support this sort of set.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They cut the set designer. You did a lot.
You tried.
You tried, yeah. Yeah, I think they had limited resources, but yeah, we see an effort. Guys will show you.
We acknowledge the effort of the two-story.
Yeah.
However, now the lighting should have supported the underworld, which was Earth, supposedly, because every time they went under the boards, they were not seen. They became shadows.
True.
Yeah. So, it's.
Yeah.
What do you think about the story?
So, about the story, I think we need to, you know, stop telling things as they needed to be a clear and smarter way. I think it would have been smarter. You know, taking a Bible story and bringing it to the national theater, you know, where there's different people, different faiths, people, some of them believe in religion, others don't. Some of them believe in Christianity, others believe in another kind of, you know, different, you know, interculture, different, things. And I think stories like this have been done before. Even the other day, someone did a Christian story, but really, it's the angle or it's the way you do it that really matters, and you don't have to be preachy about everything, because now a lot of people are gonna disconnect. So
there's a lot of disconnection to not only the conversation of Christianity as a religion, but to devil worshipping, or practicing rituals through devil worshipping, where the devil is
given the center stage or that point of focus.
And
or luring people and people finding it nice to actually be a devil's agent or advocate. Yeah.
And then never really being a resolution at the end with this conversation of evil and good. I just feel like the script was weak and therefore even weakened by the choice of songs that they were singing. It's supposed to be musical. It felt a bit musical. There was no dancing, but there was a lot of musicality to the songs that they were singing, trying to make it much more than just text. And it sort of crumbled because the song choice was really, the only word I can find is overbearing. Too straight point of like snapping. I was
And also, what are you saying? Because especially when you're working with songs that are by other people and were produced for some other reasons,
yeah,
and now you want
you're
to borrow
introducing
it.
them in
Yeah.
your piece.
For what purpose? You know?
Yes, the purpose of it is like completely not
Just
there.
like, let's take this song. Because I mean, there was a song about slavery, but yeah, but then it's sung here and
to try and appropriate it to
yeah,
your work,
and
it just seemed it did not work.
Yes, it's about salvation in a way, but how we know that song and it's a hit and it's from a big movie. So yeah, make careful choices. That's what I can say.
Yeah, I'd say that stewards, all the folk of the company, you need to go and watch other people and see what they're doing. Like recently
especially
we watched
faith-based productions.
Exactly,
also.
faith-based productions.
Yeah.
And sort of see how you can carve out your way. And they did say that they'll be having a sequel.
Yeah.
To like what happened to the baby, because there was a baby involved, there was domestic violence, there was what is the other thing besides domestic violence? There was gender-based violence, there was the devil worshipping, there was rape, then there was
social media, like the cyberbullying.
Yes,
aspect.
Abortion was talked about.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming, There's suicide almost spoken about.
By like handle very cavalierly or lightly,
And I think to broach these subjects, to approach them and bring them into your work, to say that you have something to say, you should really have something to say.
Sure.
You shouldn't just put it in your work for no reason. So I encourage you, my
fellow theatre makers.
Yes, to go and watch other people's productions, go and see what other people are doing all over the country, and see how that sort of influences your work, or inspires it, or sets you apart, and find your way, because there was nothing that felt original about this work except for that decision of set, and even it was poorly executed.
Yeah, but we saw the effort, to study.
Because we see the effort of trying to use unconventional materials, right? Like you take a branch and you put all these paper bag, they're not paper, the new ones, what they call the vitamba like bags. You cut them and you're trying to make leaves out of them, but you're not, the way you position them. So it's now really about aesthetic.
The carrier bags,
and how you position aesthetic in a way that adds value to the story and not distract an audience like, what is that,
or also, there was a little touch of the environment, and when I saw the garbage bags and it's just single-use plastic, and I was also like, there's an idea of maybe, like circular economy or like conservation or pollution, controlling pollution, but still it's all
and then ask yourself how then that merges with your story about good and bad, and good decisions and bad decision consequences of these decisions, and where these gods that are sitting above us lie in this conversation of maybe climate change, because I feel like if you had workshopped the play, and this is the other thing I'm going to encourage most productions to do, is workshop your play. And we'll talk about workshopping soon, just to like sort of push the idea into like what it means to workshop a play, so that I could have come here prior and given you several notes. Jose could have come here prior and given you several notes. Mwix could have come here prior and given you several notes, and you could have utilized this and found a way to make your work next level. You know what I mean? Rather than us coming in now and going, but I was here.
So maybe for your next play, we wish that you're gonna workshop. We're gonna seek different expert opinions or feedback. That is-
Feedback.
yeah.
Yes, and this is
Yeah.
feedback, by the way. It's constructive
Sure.
criticism.
Yeah.
The best we can do
Yeah.
from to try and like make
Yeah.
your work
better.
improve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think it's possible. You are thinking in an unconventional,
and that's
interesting
really
way.
encouraging.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
think, if I'm bringing fiber, why am I bringing fiber?
Yeah.
You know?
And how
When-
can I make it?
Could I have
look-
put paper perhaps?
Yeah.
Instead of the fiber?
Yeah.
And so this decision then, if I'm using fiber, how do I make the fiber quality look like?
Wow. No, how do I make it serve the purpose that I want it to?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're
gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
It's been one of those nights,
Yeah.
and I'm glad we came, and I'm
Yeah.
glad we've been introduced to the
Stewardz
Production and
Yeah.
the team,
Yeah.
And-
Joel Muriithi, who's the producer.
and the director was
And the director, Malvin. Yeah. Yeah.
And we will get your name, Malvin,
Yeah.
when we're putting this out.
Yeah.
So let's continue this dialogue.
Mhm.
That's what I say.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Jose.
Jose. Finally,
Yeah.
we are back.
We are like, we're gonna do this more. and
Let's
more.
do this more.
I stay Messiah, he's acting on retire. Hey, what's your name, Michael? Yeah, I'm the illest in the game.